Did you know a new Looney Tunes movie released today? Did anybody else know this? Nobody had any idea. I went to the movies today because I was going to just check out what was in theaters, just checking things out, and I saw there was a new Looney Tunes movie. And I love I grew up with Looney Tunes, so I'm imagining myself I'm gonna go out and watch this. So I took it upon myself to ask the person up front, when was this marketed? I just asked him. He said, I don't know. I didn't even know it was out today either. I came in and kind of discovered it. I've been seeing little trailers for it because in the movie theater, there's no marketing for the movie. As a matter of fact, the guy at the front desk discovered the movie was coming out the day he walked in. And I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, we didn't discuss. I didn't know it was coming in." And I'm just imagining he's just, a random person. So I get a movie ticket. I get a ticket for the movie. What? It was a great movie. The movie was amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I loved every second of this movie. The animation was good. The jokes were great. I loved everything about the movie. But here goes the part that's really baffling me. After I went to go see it, by the way, I want to point this out, nobody was in the theater. There was nobody there. I was the only, besides me and my girl, only two people in the theater, period. Nobody else was in there. Afterwards, I went to go talk to people about, hey, did you know there's a Looney Tunes movie? They said, nope. Why does nobody know that there's a new Looney Tunes movie? Nobody's talking, no one. Nobody is discussing this. So I say, maybe the trailer wasn't as good. So this is what I saw. I go to the trailer, it has 7.3 million views. And I say, oh, people obviously know about the wrong. It has 1,700 likes. Now for comparison here, just for some brief comparison, I just want to help you out here, just to help you out here. Let's go to one of my videos, right? This one. This is fine. This is good. This is good. My video here, right? My video has 1,100 likes, 7,000 views, right? Right. This video has 7 million views, only 600 likes away from mine. So I feel like there's a little bit of discrepancy here. Maybe a little bit of, maybe some skewed numbers. Then I understood that it's on the YouTube Kids app. Maybe the kids aren't liking the video. Maybe that's what's going on. But I want to point this out. I've been on the YouTube Kids app. Kids like videos and watch them on repeat. Maybe this was put to a bunch of kids and put on their screen. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Then I went to go look at other clips. And I'm like, okay, this is also disproportionate. 6K likes. Maybe it's because the comments are turned off. I'm not quite sure. But I've seen things where comments are turned off. And I feel this feels like a Twilight Zone level event. 18K views, 400 likes. Strange. Not sure. 1 million views, 4,000 likes. I feel like, and this may just be me, I may be a psychopath. I may just be a big conspiracy nut. Why is no one talking about the movie? Just want to point that out. No one's talking about the movie. Period. Don't see any reputable sources saying, oh, this movie is actually quite endearing. Yes, I've seen this movie and it's actually quite. That's the first thing that's concerning me. Second thing that's concerning me, why do the trailers have so many views? Why? Don't know why the trailers have so many views. Not really grasping that. But no one, and I mean this is the most silent movie I've ever, this is the most silent release I've ever seen. Nobody, I didn't see anybody on Twitter talking about this. I looked it up. I was curious if there was some review. There's a review. When I was younger, I had never thought that big monoliths, big gigantic companies could fail. And I'm watching their failures. I'm watching civilizations collapse before me. And what I'm getting out of the civilizations collapsing is a big nothing burger at the expense and expanse of what I once thought were gigantic pillars of the world. And because I'm getting nothing from this, I'm gaining nothing from this. I'm watching my favorite companies get destroyed. Same when I watch Best Buy or Radio Shack or all these companies just get annihilated. It feels as though there's some disconnect between me and reality. I feel like I'm losing a small part of my brain, and I'm understanding now this is what it means to grow up, to watch those one things that you had, that nostalgia, that veil that you put over your eyes, get completely annihilated and destroyed. To watch that is depressing, and it feels as though I'm losing a large part of what once was a childhood that I had. And I thought Looney Tunes was going to always be around. People, it was timeless. Even our parents knew about it. It was our bonding point. The bonding glue between me and my father, me and my mother. It was the bonding agent that made things powerful. And the fact that I went to the theater and I saw nobody in there, I saw not a single person, not a one, nobody to enjoy the aspect of this show with me. The movie that was great animation, great storyboarding, great jokes, great character designs, flawlessness, not to be marketed, not to be pitched, not to be put anywhere for the forefront of reality to be put forth. It felt disrespectful somehow. It felt odd to not have people enjoy this piece of true fiction in cinema, this piece of history with me. I didn't even know they were still doing Looney Tunes movies, and the fact that it feels as though on the channels they're botting views, it feels incorrect. It feels asinine. It feels like my brain is being put in a mush and put into a blender and a mashed potato grinder, and I'm having to regurgitate the memories of my once was begotten past. There is no Tiny Toons. There is nothing. There is nothing with this franchise. People assume they love Bugs Bunny, but I think they miss the memory of what Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig are. These gimmicks, these comedy trends, whatever they are, Betty Boop, all this nostalgia pandering is not doing it anymore, and there needs to be something new and fresh. And because of this seemingly, I don't even know if it's a failure yet. I have no idea how the movie performed. I have no clue, but I went there and nobody talked about this. I had no idea this released. I have no clue, and I'm pretty tapped in for most things cinema related. I'm pretty there for a lot of the stuff, but this was different. This was abysmal in scale and rhetoric. It made me feel as though nothing was happening. And I think my brain is just trying to readjust to growing up, trying to readjust to being a person again. And I don't like that. I don't like when I have to readjust my stance point or my standing on how to be a person, because it makes me feel like I'm growing too fast as a human being, not in terms of morality or selflessness, but in terms of age. I feel each day coming weighing down on me. The advent of age, the one thing, the one currency we can't get back is slowly approaching endlessly. And it feels like every day I'm losing a piece of what once was my world, and my world is getting shattered, and I'm having to learn things. I used to judge my parents so deeply for holding on to these old values, but those are the pieces of what shaped them into the person they are today. And when you lose that piece, when you lose that small facet of yourself, that is heartbreaking and heart-wrenching. When you lose drive-in movie theaters, when you lose Rugrats, when you lose Angry Beavers, when you lose Boomerang or Cartoon Network or Up and Adam, Adam Man or Popeye, or when you lose Betty Boop, or when you lose your favorite artist and they no longer become relevant and people hail them as the GOAT, they were the greatest. What do you know about this? That you want to relate to somebody. That's why they ask that question, but there's nothing now. There's nothing. There's no relatability. There's actively nothing. Kaput and Zaski was a great show, and it's no longer here anymore. Cornel and Bernie is gone as well. Nicktoons Network is completely gone. Kablam, Magoozy, Tunyami even had to get reinvigorated and re-put back on the chopping block. I'm losing everything. It feels like I'm losing each part of what it was. And the fact that this movie had nothing, nobody in it, it felt so odd. It just felt strange. Sorry. I didn't know the movie came out. It feels strange, because what happened to the Looney Tunes franchise? There weren't that many showings. I'll expose my location a little bit just to get you guys know where I'm at. I'm in Toledo, right? I went to the Franklin Park Mall. I'm in Toledo. I'm in Toledo, right? I can go to Michigan and see it and stuff like that. But I saw it today. I saw it a few hours ago. I saw it a few hours ago. I'm really confused. I don't know what's happening with this. I don't know. And it's messing me up a little bit here, because I thought to myself, oh, Looney Tunes will be amazing. It's doing good on Rotten Tomatoes. It's great. People like the movie on the popcorn meter. It seems fine. I don't think there was nobody there. When I say there was nobody there at all, I mean this with my whole chest, that no one was in there. And it was the worst part. The movie was paced good. The jokes were amazing. If you like Looney Tunes, I'd recommend go seeing the movie. I'm not a shill. I'm not paid by the Warner Brothers at all. I don't like the company. They ruin multiverses forever. I'm confused why it looks like they bought it views, or at least pitch this to a bunch of kids so like the numbers big. Because if you go through, if you just see the likes and you don't see a dislikes, there's no comments to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I can't find besides this guy, right here, I can't find anybody talking about it. And people that have seen the movie, they said, "Oh, this is great." The people that have seen the movie like the movie. The issue is that I can't find anyone genuinely talk. There's no marketing for this movie at all. I didn't know it came out today. I'm really, really, really hurt by this. It's messing me up because it feels. What? I'm sorry. It feels. Caught me slipping. The Gooner brain came out. I was like, what is this nonsense? It's so goofy. But there's no goofy in the movie. This is obviously Looney Tunes. Why do you... I have never been lost for words before when talking about something. I've never had a lapse in brain power. I usually can go on for eons and talk about whatever, but it feels like somebody in the executive branch of the world decided to themselves, I have an idea, guys. You know Looney Tunes, that massive property? Just go ahead and not do any marketing. I haven't seen a trailer for this movie. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. I haven't seen any paid promotions from my favorite YouTubers. I haven't seen a single thing. YouTube will usually pitch me an ad about the movie. Something. I watch a lot of streaming sites. I watch like Netflix and things of that variety. I haven't seen a smidgen of just piece of media going on about it. Just one thing. That's all I've ever wanted to see about this movie. I discovered this upon going to the actual theater because I missed the cinema that deeply. And I accidentally stumbled upon greatness. And I'm telling you guys, yeah, go watch the movie. I don't want to spoil a single thing about it, but it's the fact that it's as if Shrek released yesterday. I know it sounds crazy to use Shrek because people care about Shrek a bit more, but it's like Shrek released yesterday. There's no controversy behind it. There's nothing. Maybe this is marketed to just kids, but I didn't see anybody in the theater. Not one. Not a single person. It was so strange being in the theater, just looking around. It felt heartless. It felt genuinely heartless. I was a little bit confused. It was so strange because the guy who sold me the movie ticket, he gave me a veteran's discount to watch the movie. I'm not a veteran. He gave me a veteran's discount. I'm not sure why he did that. He said, nobody's going to be in the theater. I could pick any seat I wanted to. It was strange. There was packed too. I believe Novocaine came out and people were watching Novocaine. People were watching Novocaine. I've seen a lot of people on that. So it's like that. I just don't grasp it. I feel like I lost something. I feel like I don't know what's going on anymore. I feel like, I'm sorry, I'm talking about this right now. I feel like my head hurts because I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone just talking about this. This video is nothing now. I'm just